Friday was a busy day for the Trump administration. President Trump pardoned former Arizona Sheriff Joe Arpaio and banned the Pentagon from accepting any more transgender people into the military. Deputy Assistant to the President, Sebastian Gorka, also resigned. Joining me now are political analyst Rick Mullaney, who is also director of the Public Policy Institute at Jacksonville University. Rick, thanks for joining us. I want to start with the president's pardon of Sheriff Arpaio. Obviously, Sheriff has been a polarizing figure for years in American politics and someone who was really part of Trump's base.
He was, but this was not a surprise. On Tuesday night in Phoenix, the president indicated this would be coming. Mr. Arpaio has been very strong on immigration, and this is a play by Donald Trump to his base. And I think you saw last week in Phoenix in particular a play to his base. The pardon of Mr. Arpaio is a play to his base support. Instituting
the transgender ban, do you think they did that on a Friday, I noticed? Do you think that was tactical, or how would you say?
I don't think this is all completely done just yet. You've seen resistance in the military. In July, they said we don't do policy by Twitter. And when the president made his first announcement, they did not move forward. He's now come forward with an additional announcement. I don't think it's by accident that it was on Friday. I think he's going to get some criticism for it. He's given several months for the military to take a look at this policy. So I think we're going to see where this lands.
Real quickly before we move on, another deputy assistant resigns. Yes. Is that a big deal?
It's a little bit inside baseball, but I think it's a sign that General Kelly is getting his staff in order.
The new chief of staff.
The new chief of staff.
Okay. I want to move on to some other stuff. So the president tweeted, "I am pleased to inform you that I just granted that full pardon to the American patriot, Joe Arpaio. He kept Arizona safe." So we went over that. Now I want to move on to three separate speeches that he used different tones, the president did. About adding more troops to Afghanistan 1 day later, trashed the media about his coverage of him in the wake of the Charlottesville attack in a divisive speech. Then another day later calls for unity in the face of racial injustice.
We will not talk about numbers of troops or our plans for further military activities. Conditions on the ground, not arbitrary timetables, will guide our strategy from now on. America's enemies must never know our plans or believe they can wait us out. I will not say when we are going to attack, but attack we will. The only people giving a platform to these hate groups is the media itself and the fake news. If you want to discover the source of the division in our country, look no further than the fake news and the crooked media, which would rather get ratings and clicks than tell the truth. It is time to heal the wounds that divide us and to seek a new unity based on the common values that unite us. We are one people with one home and one great flag.
So three separate press conferences, speeches. In the Phoenix one, he really took a big hit from pundits complaining, or his critics, saying he was rambling. Where do you see him after these three major speeches with different tones in the three?
Different tones, different styles, different deliveries, different content. It was quite a week. This past week, you saw a little bit of the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde come out. On Monday night, a Monday night speech that was on Afghanistan, I think the president was very scripted. It was a teleprompter speech, and I think very articulate in explaining he had reversed his prior campaign position to withdraw from Afghanistan. We're moving forward in Afghanistan, and it was a speech that was scripted and well regarded. The very next night was in Phoenix.
To his base.
Playing to his base. This was a rally. This was not a scripted speech. And in this speech, he attacked Republicans in Arizona. He attacked Democrats, a very strong attack on the media. He threatened to shut down the government if he didn't get his wall. He defended himself on Charlottesville. It was a speech that received wide-ranging criticism. Among his critics, James Clapper, for example, saying the president was unfit to serve in office. Others talking about whether he had become unhinged. And even his supporters questioning the style of that speech. The third speech, he reverts to kind of Dr. Jekyll again, much more conciliatory, calling for unity. In the end, I believe President Trump is betting his presidency on his base. And Tuesday night was a play to his base. The pardon was a play to his base. And it is a lot of chaos from this past week. 3 different speeches, 3 different styles, and a sort of a rambling style that's confusing the public.
Rick Mullaney, thanks for your time. Very interesting week. I'm sure we'll have another one in not too long. You can always stay up to date on everything out of Washington by checking the political page of News4Jax. Just go to the news4jax.com/politics.